Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode of looking back at the DCEU. This is part four, New Adventures. So let's get into it. Welcome back. Um, this is the fourth final part of looking back at the DCU. We can check the previews from my chat. I will do a part five in December when Aquaman Lost Kingdom comes out. So now this is called New Adventures. Now here's where I pretty much talk about the final remaining movies and um, the change in Warner Brothers management. So let's get into it. I forgot to mention this in my previous video. 2018, AT&T bought Warner. They merged with Warner Brothers shortly after the release of Justice League in 2018, and yeah, it was run by Ann Sarnoff. Toby Emmerich was already there, and Jason Kilar. And then DC Films, the studio. We had a new president, Walter Hamada, who was going to oversee all the DC projects, and yeah, so from Aquaman all the way to Suicide Squad, and also 2022 we had Peacemaker. Now this was a television series created by James Gunn, and this was the first DCEU TV show. Um, is currently the only DC extended TV series and spin-off to the Suicide Squad. It's set after the events of the film. The series the series further explores gigantic killer Christopher Smith, and so the star John Cena, Daniel Brooks, Freddie Stromer, um, Chuck Woody, Ewigu, Jennifer Holland, Steve Agee, Robert Patrick, and Viola Davis. So yeah, so after recovering from his injuries he suffered during the Suicide Squad, Christopher Smith is forced to join the mysterious Argus Black Ops Squad Project Butterfly. They're on a mission to identify and eliminate parasitic butterfly-like creatures who have taken over human bodies. Um, it got a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it received positive reviews. And it was 8 episodes. You can check out HBO Max, and I liked it. I enjoyed it for what it is, and I like Peacemaker. We'll be getting a season two, and yeah, I really like the show. It's sad this was the only DCU TV show, but we're gonna get plenty in the new universe. So yeah. Then 2022 we had Black Adam. Now this was the 11th film in the DC extended universe. This is directed by Jean-Michel Serra, and it starred Dwayne Johnson, Aldous Hodge, Noah Centineo, Sarah Shahi, Marwan Kenzari, Quintessa Swindell, and Pierce Brosnan. And um, so um, it's about Black Adam, a nation superhuman who is released from his magic imprisonment by a group of archaeologists to free the nation of Kandar from the crime syndicate Intergang, who whose legal whose local leader plans to obtain a nation relic called the Crown of Sabak to take control of the nation. And this was in production since um so um so Johnson was attached to Shazam early in development and confirmed to portray the villain Black Adam in September 2014. But the producers at Johnson urging later decided to give the character his own film. It says to Kyle was hired in October 2017. Colette Sarah joined in June 2019, but the plan release date of December 2021. But this timeline was delayed by the COVID-19 pandemic, and additional casting took place over the next year, including four members of the Justice Society of America, along with a script being rewritten by Haynes and Noah Vanni. Principal photography took place from April to August 2021 at Thriller Studios in Atlanta, Georgia, and also in Los Angeles. And yeah, so um, it got 38% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it made 393 million on a 190 $250 budget, making a box office bomb. The film received mixed reviews from critics, and it was able to box office bomb after marketing distribution costs were factored in. Now I like Black Adam; it's okay for it was, but I think the story was a bit weak, and I did not like the villain. But I think it's okay what it is. I think this would have been good had Black Adam should have been Shazam and Fury of the Gods, but we could have had Shazam versus The Rock. Could have had Shazam, Black Adam, and Superman. You could blame Dwayne Johnson for that because if he just played ball, we could have had it. But no, he just wanted to make it by himself. And the fact he wanted the whole DCEU to revolve around Black Adam, and I'm kind of happy his plans didn't go through because if it was the old regime, they would have let him do what he wanted. And I'm kind of happy that he didn't. So yeah, you can tell his ego and stuff. So yeah, so Black Adam. Then in then then in 2021 they merged with Discovery, and yeah, so AT&T pretty much sold Warner Brothers as a loss, and then Discovery was going to merge with Warner Brothers, and the new CEO was going to be David Zaslav. Now he was already at Discovery, and he just moved over to Warner Brothers, and he was going to be in charge of all the Warner Brothers IP, specifically DC. He wanted to overhaul all of DC, the current plans, and he cancelled Batgirl, which was already done. He's received criticism for removing animation from HBO Max and removing other stuff from HBO Max. He cancelled Batgirl and he cancelled Wonder Twins, which the reason why Batgirl got so much criticism was because Batgirl was already done. Like the movie was already shot and it was just about to finish editing and stuff. And David says I pulled the plug on it, and I feel bad for Leslie Rose. I hope we see this movie one day, but it sucks we don't get to see this movie. And he cancelled too early, but I'm gonna say this right now: if the Flash does well, if it makes over $800 million, I think Batgirl is on the table. If the Flash does well, then we will get a Flash sequel. Ezra Miller stays as the Flash. We will get the Batgirl movie, and Batman Beyond will happen with Michael Keaton. So yeah. It's such a shame. Michael Keaton was going to be in this movie, and Brendan Fraser was going to be in this. We're going to have Leslie Grace, and it's such we don't get to see Batgirl. But yeah, so then we had Shazam, which came out in 2023. It was it's the first DC movie this year. It's the 12th installment, and this was directed by David F. Sandberg, and this starred Zachary Levi, Asha Angel, Jack Dylan Grazer, Rachel Zegler, Adam Brody, DJ Katrina, Russ Butler, Grace Caroline Curry, Megan Good, the Jim and Hound Sue, Lucy Liu, and Helen Mirren. Um, so, a sequel to Shazam began development shortly after that film's release in April 2019, with Hayden returning as writer and Morgan joining soon after a revised Galen screenplay. Sandberg and Levi were also set to return by that December. The title and the rest of returning cast were confirmed in August 2020, with Zegler, Mirren, and Luke cast as the daughters of Atlas in May 2021. The film began that May in Atlanta, Georgia, and concluded in August. It got 49% of Rotten Tomatoes and only made 133 million worldwide, making the box office bomb against a production budget of 125 million. Which it sucks this movie didn't do well. Like, I think the reason why I think Warner Bros. Just didn't market it, which is kind of sad. And I don't think this is the end we see Zachary Levi. I think it's possible he could show up in Peacemaker season 2. Though an actual third Shazam movie, I don't think it will happen. We have to wait a long time until we get another Shazam movie. But yeah, and right after this, we got a new studio. We got DC Studios, which is separate from Warner Brothers, and James Gunn and Peter Safran. They were announced as the CEOs of DC Studios. Now, this was shortly after the release of Black Adam, but yeah, so yeah, and this is pretty much a slate. Now, I went through the slate. So we have Shazam, Flash, Blue Beast, Aquaman. That's the old timeline. Then we have Creature Commandos, Waller, Paradise Lost. Those are TV series. Got Brave and the Bold, Superman Legacy, Booster Gold, Lantern, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and Swamp Thing, and Authority. Most of these are TV shows. Some of them are movies. So the new DC universe will start in 2025 with Superman Legacy, and yeah, so we're gonna have all these movies and all these TV shows. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I'll put DC. I think after Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I think James Gunn. I think DC's in great hands because I think James Gunn understands the comics. He understands the characters. I'm looking forward to what he does. I'm looking forward to my legacy. So yeah, and that is it. That is part 4. That is it. Looking back at the DCU, I look at back at the DC. I feel like the DC would have been good had they not rushed in and tried to catch up with Marvel. I feel like there was so much potential and there were so many good actors and there were good moments, and then I just feel like Warner Brothers just had cold feet and they changed plans on it so quickly. But yeah, now with James Gunn, we're gonna get a proper DC universe, and that's pretty much it. Now we'll do a part 5 when Aquaman comes out, and that's pretty much it. That is it. We're looking back at the DCUs, guys. So much for my video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.